Hey everyone, I'm here with really good friend Tori Wilson, fitness phenom. We were talking about the glutes and building the glutes and strengthening the glutes. We got on the conversation of how a lot of times machines can get fun, and especially when you're trying to develop and build a specific area on the lower body. Yeah.
I'll be the first to admit, sometimes I let my ego get the best of me and I want to build my glutes, so I think like the heaviest I can go on the leg press machine is going to build glutes.
Right. But what I feel, first off, is that if we can get onto a lot of these body weights or even movements that require a lot of our stabilizers to work, so say a one-legged RDL, a split squat, a one-legged squat, these movements are really recruiting a lot of the stabilizers in the hip. It's focusing on balance and it's protecting the integrity of our back, all right? A lot of times when we get on machines, we become very quad dominant, all right? And that will take away from developing the glutes. So we're gonna show you guys 3 quick movements. We're gonna start on the one-legged bridge. So we're gonna have Tori elevate her feet. One leg's gonna get elevated, and what she's gonna do right now is she's gonna focus on really pushing through that glute, that left glute. So she's driving her hips to the ceiling. One thing we want you to think about though, if she goes too high, show me, so come all the way up and arch your back. That we don't want. We don't want that lower back to arch. So come up to neutral. So all the way down, up, switch legs. Have her perform anywhere from about 10 to 15 repetitions. But notice, I want her to stay neutral at the top, and I want the majority of the emphasis to be in that glute. So every time she's lifting her hips up, she's contracting that glute, okay? That's perfect, done. We're gonna then go into a one-legged squat to a box, and I love this one because it's forcing her to have to balance. She's gonna really hinge that to where if I remove that box, she'd fall flat on her butt. So less knee dominant here, so coming up, controlling the movement, pushing the heel, then watch. We wanna require that knee to drive forward less, and she's pulling herself down onto that box, okay? Let's switch legs and let's show how it looks from there. Good, perfect. So what was funny was about a set or two ago when we were getting our workout in, she was struggling to balance a little bit, and then it starts really clicking. So those stabilizers have to work, the glutes have to work. The stronger the glutes, the more that's gonna protect our lower back, okay? Press, good. Lastly, let's grab a dumbbell. Where was that dumbbell? And perfect. And we're gonna now go into that one-legged RDL. I wanna see less knee dominance, so try and avoid that knee from driving forward, avoid that right leg from bending any more than that. She's getting a slight bend, standing up, tightening her glutes at the top. Okay, so every time she's trying to contract that glute at the top, listen, like anything else, in time, her balance is going to improve, her stabilizers are going to get stronger, and then when she decides to get back onto the leg press or the bilateral squat, whether it's a back squat or front squat, everything's going to be that much stronger. And you know, training should be fun. It should be something where we can move around from exercise to exercise. The problem sometimes is that there's so much variability and we're all so focused on switching up the movement so much that we can never actually improve on things we want to improve on. How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel awesome, and I'm so grateful because, you know, this is the stuff that I forget to do, right?
She's awesome, but she reminds me of things a lot of times. There's things that I forget about, and that's what I love about training with you, is that we kind of remind each other, and that's what it's all about. So focus on these movements, get really good at it, and the time to move on, I feel, is 1, when it gets boring, or 2, when you feel like you stop getting strong. Then it's time to move on, all right? If you guys got any questions, shoot them off to Tori and I. We'll be sure to get back to you. Thanks.